Cassie, I will advocate for you. Because, see, I know something that a lot of people don't know. I know that you and Kim Porter had a sit down right before she left us.
We decided to do the book because I'm not a rapper, obviously, or anything like that, but I've been in the business and been around the business.
Some of the things in the book cover Diddy's gay relationships, footage of those encounters, the men he slept with, STDs, Diddy giving Usher an STD, and the explosive encounter between Diddy and Usher's mom, Mary J. Blige being pregnant by Diddy, and of course, she had an AB, the beatings Kim took, pushing him down the steps in 2007, and him breaking his foot.
Jaguar Wright has broken her silence on Diddy settling his wheat with Cassie, and she claims Cassie knows what Diddy did to his ex Kim Porter when she tried to expose him for years. Now, rumors have been swirling that Diddy had Kim Porter eliminated because she was planning to write a tall book, and several people who worked for Diddy claim that they witnessed Diddy putting his head hands.
When they were at home at Kim's house on 110th Street, he wanted to, put his hands on her in the wrong way.
And then Jaguar Wright directly accused Diddy of heinous crimes, including allegedly poisoning Kim Porter. And isn't it interesting how Diddy never tried to sue Jaguar for defamation? Well, Jaguar is back, and she revealed in a new interview that Kim warned Cassie about Diddy shortly before she died, and that Cassie knows exactly why Kim is no longer with us. So could Cassie's lawsuit lead to an investigation into Kim Porter's death? And what exactly did Kim tell Cassie in their last conversation?
And I know Kim had some very good advice to give you, and I believe that this is why things are happening as they're happening now.
Just 24 hours after Cassie filed an explosive lawsuit against Diddy accusing him of DVSI and trafficking, they settled the suit for an undisclosed amount. However, this just made Diddy look even more guilty because after Cassie filed, Diddy's lawyer publicly accused her of trying to blackmail Diddy, and yet just hours later, Diddy suddenly decided to pay up. See, Diddy literally never pays anyone. It took him over 30 years to pay his former artist, so there's definitely more here than meets the eye. He didn't put any effort to clear his name, and instead he immediately put a lid on Cassie's lawsuit, which can only mean one thing: there has to be more that he's hiding now. Something that a lot of people were confused about is why Cassie agreed to settle. Well, she didn't have any other option. She filed a civil lawsuit, which means settlement was the only possible outcome. Only the government, aka prosecutor, can file cases in criminal court, so it's up to them to open a criminal investigation against Diddy. But this was actually a really smart move on Cassie's part because her lawyers used trafficking as the foundation of her lawsuit, which means they left the door wide open for criminal and federal charges to be brought against Diddy. It was also smart that Cassie refused to settle privately with Diddy before filing a lawsuit, because by making it public, she PR protected herself and her family. Plus, for a high-profile lawyer to have even touched this case means Cassie's evidence was real and compelling. Now, speaking of evidence, many things are starting to surface online, including this video of Cassie curled up on the floor under a blanket while Diddy taunts her.
What you gotta say now? You ain't got shit to say when you put your girl on the snap.
Also, Cassie's old selfie recently resurfaced showing her with a busted lip and trauma to her head. Cassie shared this page in 2014 during a trip to Dubai with Diddy, and at that time, blogs reported she had an accident while riding an ATV, but this isn't what her face would look like after an ATV accident. Instead, it looks like one of the incidents she describes in her lawsuit. Now, a lot of people are saying this story is scarily similar to what happened to Kim Porter, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, who died under mysterious circumstances in 2018. To give you some context, Diddy and Kim dated on and off from 1994 to 2007, and during one of their splits, Kim started seeing Shakir Stewart, who worked at Def Jam. Diddy reportedly became furious after learning about Kim and Shakir, which led to a heated argument during which Kim sustained a broken nose. Most of the reports about this incident have been scrubbed from the internet. However, there is one article published in 2005 that references the altercation, saying that Kim was left with a broken nose after the couple argued on Kim's yacht in Saint-Tropez. The article states that Kim flew in a specialist plastic surgery from Geneva after the accident, and that Porter has since claimed that she hurt her face after she banged her nose on a table. But it gets even More disturbing from here on November 1, 2008, Shakir Stewart was found dead in his Atlanta home having suffered a gunshot wound. According to the official ruling, he took his own life, however it didn't take long before rumors started circulating there was foul play involved. People started pointing fingers at Diddy, and one source confirmed to Media Takeout that Diddy had previously beaten up Shakir badly. The source said Kim was seeing Shakir, and Diddy found out, and he went 8-track Shakir down to his hotel. Then Diddy went up there without security and beat him to a bloody pulp. Now, as for Kim, she passed away on November 15, 2018, supposedly from complications of pneumonia. However, she was just 47 years old, and there's no evidence she had any underlying condition.
A shocked and devastated Diddy spotted at the home where his ex suddenly and mysteriously died. Her good friend Kimora Simmons appearing inconsolable at the house. 47-year-old Porter's body found after a desperate call to 911.
EMS 14 respond with engine 76 on scene of the cardiac arrest.
Of course, many people thought this was highly suspicious, and one of them was Kim's ex-husband. I'll be sure in July 2020, Elle shared a since-deleted video of himself and wrote, "I just found this footage from the morning I learned of Kim Porter's murder and how it ripped the soul from my physical body. I do know very clearly that Kimberly didn't just check out all of a sudden over pneumonia." Albie also added the hashtag "Don't let the love songs fool you," seemingly referencing Diddy's tributes to Kim in November 2021. ALB posted a throwback photo with Kim and claimed she told him she was running, and he advised her to call the FBI. Albie also added in the comment, "You would never believe what she went through." And get this, just months after he posted this, ALB was hospitalized with multiple organ failure and spent 2 months in a coma. He managed to pull through. However, he's been very silent since then, and Stu mentioning Kim in public. However, Jaguar Wright is not staying silent, and back in December, she told Real Life Productions that Kim's initial autopsy showed she was poisoned.
Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
Jaguar is now speaking out again, and in a new interview with Storm Monroe, she offered her support to Cassie and claimed that Cassie knows what happened to Kim because Kim warned her about Diddy before she died. "I will advocate for you because, see, I know something that a lot of people don't know. Know that you and Kim Porter had a sit-down right before she left us, and I know Kim had some very good advice to give you. And I believe that this is why things are happening as they're happening now. Kim was smart. Wasn't she? Cassie kept you alive and kept you safe. I will advocate for you, with this honeycomb, but you are a victim. And I know that. Congratulations on surviving and congratulations on standing up." And the timeline is definitely interesting because Kim died just weeks after Cassie and Diddy broke up in October 2018, so maybe Kim told Cassie something in their last conversation that made her finally leave Diddy for good. It's also interesting that Cassie filed her lawsuit on November 16th and Kim died on November 15. That's almost like Cassie was sending a message about that conversation she had with Cam. Oh, and by the way, the same day Diddy settled the lawsuit with Cassie, Kim Porter's Wikipedia page disappeared. It looks like Diddy's PR team is working overtime